Hey, Shalom Yashala, Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Waha Rakah Kodash Barakatham. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam who's pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat that they're listening. What I'd like to get into, quick lesson. Just how the state of the so-called black man is, man. It's horrible, man. And what I mean by that, I believe I'll title this lesson, Jake. Jake is a baby boy, and I'm referencing that movie that Tyrese and Snoop Dogg played in, I believe, like around 2001, 2002, I believe. And baby boy is basically Jake who just never grew the hell up, man. Just never grew the hell up. Very childish, immature, selfish, very egotistical, very self-serving, a real asshole. Pardon my French, man. But that's the state. And the reason I'm doing this lesson, I had an experience at work, due to a change of position, at the moment, of course, call halal Yah Bashem Yahshua, the water Yah Bashem Yahshua for the opportunity. But when you see this narrative that Jake carries on, historically for being immature. Now, granted, it has been due to oppression, not being looked at as a man. We get that, but it's gone too far, man. Our people, our men, are in no shape to lead at the moment. Only men that are in spiritual shape to lead are the elect, and that's the 1/3. And that's the apostles and elders on the highways and byways on the four corners around the earth, man. Okay. Let me get into the scripture. This is 1 Corinthians 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Okay, and a lot of the men of our nation haven't done that, man. Okay, namely the southern tribes, man. With Judah, I perceive Jake I was dealing with earlier today happened to be from the tribe of Judah, man, and just very childish. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not obligated to do that. It's just it was very cringeworthy in the spirit, man. You know, and we get the curses. We understand that, but we can't sit there and abuse the curses either. Akyam. Okay, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, to the Akyam, and also just about Jake in general, man. When you sit and observe Jake's actions, man, that really that really rings a bell of um single parenting, or just horrible parenting. Hell, the father could have been in the home too, and could have been a bad example for Jake. Who knows? But that carries on, man. That carries very very heavy, man. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. You know, that was very cringeworthy and somewhat interesting, man. I've never seen Jake, um act in a manner like that. Like the older I've gotten, I've seen Jake display. Well, Salakia, I take that back. Salakia. As of recently, I've seen Jake display like very childish or immature behavior. I more so recall it back when in my younger years when I was in high school. Even to young adulthood, man. Which was my high school years. And men in their 30s and 40s, and Jake even in their 20s, man, are just childish as hell, man. Just childish as hell. Okay, and it does start up at the start from the home. I'll get this in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Now, the way these young men I perceive to have been raised to act like children, man. They never put away those childish ways. Just very just very childish in the way to responding. It's kind of like putting plate of vegetables or food items on a kid's plate, and they turn their nose up at it. I'm not eating that. And to see this behavior carried out in later in adulthood, man, is very cringeworthy, man. It's very cringeworthy. And a lot of our men from our nation, from the Southern Kingdom, okay, for you so-called Negroes, you so-called Jamaicans, you so-called Haitians, which according to the scriptures that would be Judah, Benjamin, Levi, okay, which we know would be Yahawada, Bunyamin, and Loya, okay. And you guys, man, have really, we've already, come to a low point, man. And it is due to the curses, man. But the carrying on of that, man, has to be stopped, man. And that's why the Most High, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shah, is setting a standard, man. Through the Spirit of Yahweh Shah on the highways and byways, man. Starting from the apostles and elders on down, man. Okay, that's a standard of manhood through the Spirit. Okay. Just through the Spirit, man, because everything I had perceived today, I'm gonna say it again, was cringeworthy. Just very uncomfortable. Just how, these are definitely Israelites. Complaining like a hoe. Figuratively. Double entendre or whatever. Complaining a lot and complaining like a female. I shall say. And Jake hasn't put those childish behaviors away, and they were clearly raised up in a way not to grow into a man, to be prepared, for the real world, man. Let me get another scripture. Salakia for the long rant, Akyam and Akwath, man, but that was very just, disappointing to see. It's always disappointing to see your people at a low level spiritually, or just something they don't have no business doing, or even acting as such. This is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 8. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Okay. Those young men that I was, around, they, more than likely, early 30s, late 20s, through the Spirit, they have to be brought back to remembrance that, hey, bro, show yourselves men. Put away them childish ass ways, man. Damn temper tantrum, man. For especially for a job you knew that was explained and what was asked of you, man. And we see that. We see more so of that. I'm usually, I'm usually used to that behavior from the Judite woman, the Benjamite woman, okay, the Levite woman. But I seen that within the Judite man and the Benjamite man and the Levite man today. And it's very disheartening, man. That was, that's women and childish behavior, man, that shouldn't be displayed from a man, especially an Israelite man. Granted, 2/3, hey, who knows? The Most High may wake them up or may not. But that right there is definitely not gonna cut it in the kingdom, man. Okay, that type of behavior needs to be smoted, man. Needs to be dissolved. Needs to be ran the hell up out of here, man. Being a grown ass kid, you don't get your way, so you're gonna have a temper tantrum. Gonna turn your nose up of what's required of you, and that's why some guys don't make it in the truth. You turn your nose up, man. Hey, life is hard. This captivity is hard. So with that, I hope this was edifying for the Akyam and Akwath. Once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Waha Rakha Kodash Barakatam. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam who's pushing this truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat that they're listening. Shalom.